All right, we're going to change subjects for the moment and talk about something a lot of us are struggling with. It's the post-holiday credit card debt. And there is no question we'd like to pay those cards off ASAP, or at least reduce the balances so the interest rates don't continue to eat into our disposable income. So if your bills and debt are piling up, personal finance specialist Skip Cowan has a few ideas about what not to do to pay off your holiday credit card debt. Hi, Skip.
Good morning. How are you?
Are you ready to help me and
well,
everybody else out there?
I'll do the best I can, but you know, credit card debt is really tough. Really tough.
Well, is it a good idea? You know, a lot of people think about, well, I have some money in my 401k or I have an IRA. Like, you know, can I pay off my debts that way?
I have a little poem for you.
Oh, gosh.
Stay away from your 401k.
And your IRA.
And your IRA, yes. I mean, in theory, it makes a little sense because you think to yourself, well, wow, I can borrow this from myself.
Right.
Pay myself back with some little maybe interest.
Right.
The problem is that you end up swapping debt for more debt.
Oh, yeah.
And you end up not paying yourself back. And keep this in mind. The markets are doing very well. You really
so your money's building by keeping it there.
You really want your money out of the market and back in your pocket?
No, that's a good point as usual. Okay, so then let me ask you this. What about a home equity loan?
Same deal, really. You know, again, the interest rates are very attractive.
Yes.
And you think to yourself, well, wow, I can get this home equity loan, pay off this 25% debt with 5% debt. But again, you're swapping debt for debt. And my fear is that because of your spending habits, you'll not only have the home equity loan and it will go on, but you'll reuse the credit cards.
Right.
If you cut the credit cards up in little tiny pieces,
yes, then you won't use them.
Then that's fine. Then I think it makes sense, but you've got to change your habits.
Right, so that's where it begins. I mean, there is always like something else to it. It's beginning with the initial problem. So getting rid of those habits.
So I think you stay away from that.
Okay, well, this is something I know gets very tempting. It's those payday loans. What do you think about those? Another issue?
Gotta be kidding. I mean,
I had to
think
ask.
about that for a second. You're looking at interest rates of 300 to 400%.
Oh, is it that bad?
Oh yeah, I mean,
my goodness, I don't do them.
Well, it's just crazy to do those things, and people get trapped in them. All right.
Yeah.
I understand it's very tempting. It looks like it. Oh my gosh, you know, I could go borrow $500, $1,000 real quick.
Right.
Pay it on this credit card, and I'm paying. But you know.
But then you're paying it right back again with more interest.
Yeah, you really are.
So then what's the best way? What's the best way for us to get rid of these debts?
There are a couple of ways, really. Number one, you might consider asking your family for a loan. Okay.
They won't charge you interest. Maybe just a lot of guilt.
Maybe just a little. Well, they're going to guilt you like crazy.
Sure,
There's no doubt about that. But you know, at least it's more friendly, and nobody's crawling up your back all the time. Come on, you got to pay this. All right. I think that's one way. Second way, and this is a tough thing. Get another job.
It's hard.
Find more income.
Right.
Go beg your boss for a raise.
Beg your boss for a raise. Okay, good advice. I'll have to keep that one in mind.
Whatever.
Well, listen, the New Mexico Coalition is hosting a financial education summit on April 1st. So, Skip, what are the details so we can tell our viewers to come on over?
Well, it's an annual event. This is going to be number 7, I think, coming up.
Nice.
And as you see on the screen, it's April 1st from 8 to 1:30. It includes lunch, includes breakfast, but you've got to register.
Okay.
You got to do that, and the way you do that is to contact Emily New at First Financial Credit Union. I believe her address is emily.new at ffnm.com.
Nicely said, Skip
I think
Cowan.
so. Maybe it could be .org. I'm not sure.
Well, all those details, of course, will be on Casa.com. And thank you for great advice as always.
Absolutely.
And don't go away, because still ahead in our second half hour of New Mexico Style, how young ladies can get a prom dress for free. Plus, we'll have your weather, traffic, and more hot topics. Happy Monday.